All right, folks, welcome back to our exciting journey of discovery. Today, we're diving into something absolutely vital: critical thinking and decision-making. In the chaotic world we live in, critical thinking is like a superpower. It allows us to make decisions that are not just good, but truly great. I often say, critical thinking is the compass that guides our choices.
Yeah, that's a strong point. So, I've heard people talking about this a lot, but what exactly does it entail? Like, how do you develop that critical mindset in everyday life?
Great question. Let's start with the basics. Critical thinking involves considering all possible outcomes before making a decision, much like a chess player anticipating their opponent's moves.
Oh, right. So it's like, trying to outsmart the situation before making a move, right? That's pretty cool.
Exactly. Before I make a decision, I try to separate my emotions from the facts. Picture this. You're offered a new job, and your heart is racing with excitement. It's easy to get carried away. But if you take a step back and analyze the pros and cons, it's like wearing a pair of glasses that lets you see the full picture without the blur of emotion.
Wow, that makes so much sense. But what do you do if, your gut feeling is really strong about a decision? Like, do you just go with that?
That's an interesting dilemma. While intuition can be powerful, it's crucial to balance it with logical reasoning. Think of it like a seesaw. If one side is too heavy, it tips the whole thing over. I always ask myself questions to clarify my feelings, like, what are the consequences if I choose this?
I love that imagery. So, like, it's all about balance? But sometimes, do you ever come across a decision that's super tough, like switching jobs or something?
Absolutely. Deciding whether to change jobs can be one of those daunting choices. I remember when I faced that choice. I made a list of what each opportunity offered: salary, growth potential, work culture, and visualized my future in both roles. That clarity really helps cut through the noise.
Right, so you actually wrote it down. That's pretty practical. But, what if you find yourself overwhelmed by too much information? Like, you've got too many options, and it's like trying to drink from a fire hydrant.
Haha, excellent metaphor. When faced with information overload, I focus on the reliability and relevance of the data. It's akin to a detective sifting through clues. Some just don't fit the case. You should ask yourself, is this information coming from a credible source?
Wow, that's just, so smart. So it's really about, like, filtering what's important to you personally?
Exactly. And let's not forget, even the toughest decisions can teach us important lessons. I've made decisions I regretted, but those moments forced me to reflect and improve my approach. It's like learning to ride a bike. You might fall, but eventually, you balance out and ride smoothly.
Right. Speaking of lessons, what kind of mental exercises do you employ to ensure you're practicing critical thinking regularly?
Great question again. I often challenge my assumptions by trying to read different viewpoints. It's like doing mental gymnastics. You become more flexible in your thinking. For example, if I have a strong opinion about a political issue, I'll seek out perspectives from the opposing side just to stretch my understanding.
That's interesting. So it's kind of like training your brain, right? Like exercising thoughts as you would your muscles? Laughs.
Precisely. And it really helps avoid confirmation bias, which can cloud judgment. It's vital to remember that questioning our biases, and yes, even our own shortcomings, can lead to profound insights. It's tough, but incredibly rewarding.
That makes sense. But how do you maintain your authenticity while critically analyzing other opinions?
A key point. I always remind myself of my core values. It's about standing firm in your beliefs while also remaining open to other ideas. Think of it like being in a debate. You want to defend your stance, but also understand the other side without losing who you are.
Wow, that's like the best of both worlds. So do you have any final tips for folks struggling with decision making?
Definitely. Always take your time to reflect. Rushing decisions can lead to regrets. Remember, a well-thought-out decision often combines both logic and intuition. They go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly.
And who doesn't like that combo? I love that. Okay, so let's wrap this up, I guess. What do you want our listeners to take away from this?
Just this. Cultivating critical thinking isn't just a skill, it's a way of life. The more you practice, the sharper your decision-making becomes. So don't shy away from questioning yourself and embrace learning from every choice you make.
Yes, that's inspiring. All right, folks, you heard it. Don't forget to tune in next time and be on the lookout for our next episode. Bye!